Yo, right here in the small box. Holy, baby Keem talking about the battle with Drake and Kendrick. So shoot, we're gonna go ahead and get that started. Let's just go ahead and jump straight into it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, you know the vibe. You tapped in with your favorite Canadian reaction channel and network. Let's go ahead and lock in and let's see what we can learn from this, you know? Let's make it happen.
Baby Keem has just kicked off his
Zoo
tour
Surf
and
is
it
free?
is going crazy, y'all. Now, for those of you who know, he had just started the casino tour and it looks like it's at a great start over there in North Carolina. It is popping off at the Rayleigh and everybody there in attendance was showing out
Don't
for
kill
this
me, Mika,
event.
please.
Now, this is a good
Stay
start,
away
but
from
he
home.
also had a conversation with the New York Times where he talks about Kendrick Lamar, the battle between him and Drake, as well as the project Casino, of course. So there's a lot to get
Because
into
he
with
was
this new
winning.
interview,
Damn,
but the
Noah.
success of this tour is something to acknowledge first and foremost because Baby Keem hasn't been seen in quite a while. Last time he put anything out was about 5 years ago. So it's been a long hiatus. So to see him outside doing everything is very impressive to see nonetheless. One thing that you got to appreciate from Baby Keem is that he takes his dates very seriously. When he puts out something, he's also going to follow up with everything else that comes with it, including an interview. Now, big shout out to Blacking Out for posting the interview. It says that Baby Keem speaks on his life during his 5-year hiatus, his outlook on the 2024 battle between Kendrick and Drake, losing family members, and how it shaped him. There's curiosity to my story, Keem said. People have these opinions on how I came about, but criticism of his songs or sidelong glances at his rise don't bother him. He's made music to impress only one person, Kendrick. Before Homecoming Dance, when Keem was 14 or 15, Jarrell tied his nephew's tie. It was like the last moment I had with him, Keem said. In December 2015, Jarrell was struck and unalived by a truck. I remember the news reports and you could see his clothes still in the street, he said. His uncle had been coming home from the casino. Damn. And I think it's important to note that's why he named it Casino instead of naming it after his mom. He wanted it to tie into all of his family, not just one person. All of them were going through it. All of them were struggling. So here is what Kendrick has to say about Keem. Watching Keem speak at the funeral displayed the making of a man, Lamar wrote in an email. It reminded me of all the realities I faced when shaped who I am today. I watched Keem carry the burdens of everyone's grief, including his own, all while maintaining the dignity and honor of his uncle. We're merely a reflection of our leaders, and Keem led the family to a place of love, compassion, and closure. Another level of respect was my gratitude. Being as young as he is and dealing with all of that stuff is pretty crazy. It's like Kendrick had to see his younger cousin be a man early on, having to carry everybody's burden. A few days after the funeral, Lamar texted Keem his life was about to change. The first time Dave Free, Lamar's friend and longtime business partner, became aware of Keem was after Jarrell's funeral, when the rapper sent over some of his teenage cousin's beats. It was very cryptic, but Kendrick's like that when sharing music, Free said. Very cryptic, very cryptic. I think we all know that by this point, that Kendrick could be the most cryptic when it comes to dropping any type of music, bro. So not only speaking on the relationship with Kendrick, but also speaking on his relationship with Dave Free, going into pglang and all that. Lamar didn't reveal family ties until later when he...
Yo, Mika, is that true? That they kicked him out? Is it that's a burger or what a burger? But they kicked him out? That's lame as hell.
He shared another song, this time with Keem rapping on it, in a high-pitched voice with a style reminiscent of Lil Uzi Vert, Kanye West, Playboy Cardi, and a little bit of Lamar himself. What did Free think? It's kind of hard, he replied. The songwriter and producer Scott Bridgway met Keem online, playing video games like Call of Duty. Earlier this year, Bridgway won his first Grammy for his work on Lamar and SZA's #1 hit, Luther. So big shout out to Scott Bridgway. He was also performing at the concert yesterday, so big shout outs to him. I think he's opening up for...
That's so crazy how you just be meeting random greats on video games. You just be playing Call of Duty and you just meet a producer. That's so wild to me, bro. Like, that's why I don't write off video games to this day. Like with GTA 6, everybody and their moms is gonna be playing that game. It's going to be serious. So best believe, like, who knows who you're gonna run into when you play that game. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I know for a fact I know people older than me that's gonna be playing that. I've never played GTA since Vice City. And that's like what, 2007, 2008? I haven't touched that game in years. But the way GTA 6 is turning out to be, like with all the news and everything, I ain't gonna lie, I might have to hop in this one. And I don't usually play games like GTA at all, unless it's like Watch Dogs, because Watch Dogs is fire. But nah, I might have to participate because that's crazy. That's crazy. Of course, I'm be playing at night because during the day, hell no, I don't do that. But yeah, nah, that's gonna be insane.
For Keem DJing, doing a set, I think I saw that go viral. Also, big shout outs to bro. Keem is enmeshed in the apparatus that supported Lamar through multiple Grammy wins and unprecedented cultural event that was Lamar's War of Words with Drake, culminating with his Super Bowl performance. For me, it's like a sport. Keem said,
wait, it's 2004, 2005? It's been that long? Damn, my fault. You think I'm gonna get it right, nigga?
of the beef. I was so confident that sometimes you forget to be proud. He had that so down, I wasn't even worried about it, to the point where I forgot to congratulate him. Forgot to say that I was proud of him for achieving something that I knew you were going to win in the first place. Of course, he's going to think that Kendrick Lamar is going to win that battle. And sometimes being so sure about something, you forget to appreciate that it happened. And I think that's what he means when he's saying that he's proud of Kendrick for doing that. I think we're all proud. I think we're all proud that Kendrick was doing what he did, the achievements and accolades that he reached. Kendrick really showed people what you could achieve with the rap diss, but not only with that, but with hip hop in general. Being the most streamed Super Bowl, doing all of these other things, obviously it was an opportunity to show that not only am I a better rapper in this.
Just imagine though, because history. Let me just be serious real quick, because just imagine this for a second. History shows the winners that win rap battles, they reap the rewards, right? Rap battles back then, it's not too many rewards that you get. Like, you have that title on you, right? That's the one thing about the rewards back then. Like, you have that title. But as we get into like the Meek Mill battles where Drake won that one, look at the rewards that he got from that battle, right? And that was like his first ever battle, and it was against Meek Mill, right? But noticing that you can have way more rewards than prior, you got to take the battle more seriously, because the more serious you take this battle is the more that you're going to get blessed, because you got tested. Your skills were put to the test in an ultimate test to see who's the better rapper. That's what rap battles are for. Don't listen to Jay-Z, because he clearly doesn't know what he's talking about. But imagine the rewards back then for Drake and Meek Mill, and then compare that to the rewards of today, now that the music industry is a lot more established than what it was prior. So if that's the case, you should have took that battle way more seriously than anything else in your life. And that's exactly what Kendrick did. Kendrick took that battle so seriously that it was planned out to the T. Dropping a verse that was so good on a song he's featured in, all the haters out there assumed that was his song. Do you understand how good of a rapper you need to be to have such a short verse, but to have the verse so good that all your haters assume that's your song? Do you understand how much of a mind game that is? You take over the song to the point where they assume that's your song. That's wild, bro. He's featured. That's different.
This battle, but I'm going to take hip hop to heights that it's never seen. It's a proud moment not only for their family, for Kendrick, but it's a proud moment in hip hop in general. All the milestones that he achieved only shows that he took it to heights that other rappers could take it to, even the younger generation like his cousin. Keem has had access to pglang's creative framework for Casino, and in March, That meant that the architects of one of the last year's biggest pop culture moments, the Super Bowl halftime show, were workshopping the particulars of one-off performance at 1,500 capacity venue in the East Village. He'd been at the studio testing out new sounds that might lead to the next album. As a producer, Keem is full of ideas and isn't stingy with his opinion. A few years ago, he nearly executive produced an album for Lil Uzi Vert, one of his influences.
Whoa.
A few years ago, he nearly executive produced an album for Lil Uzi Vert, one of his influences.
I'm gonna need Baby Keem to executive produce an album for Lil Uzi Vert, please. I need Baby Keem to produce an album for Uzi. I need that immediately. With Keem's talents put together with Lil Uzi's likability, that's going to be a monster. Like I said, me personally, Lil Uzi's best album is Eternal Atake. Eternal Atake is the one. I know a lot of people prefer the melodic rap from Uzi. Keep that. I've already experienced that. That was cool. What I heard on Eternal Atake, that and the deluxe, that was S tier Uzi. I don't care what nobody says. That was S tier Uzi, man. I'm
Influences. Keem went through the rapper's hard drive while Uzi slept, picking out the best unreleased material to construct a complete record around. It didn't end up happening. The moment flagged when Keem left on tour with Kendrick Lamar. I mean, at that point, you really can't argue. Would you rather do songs with Lil Uzi Vert or Kendrick Lamar? I'm going with Kendrick Lamar on tour, bro. 100%.
No, that's
facts. My cousin, and we're going to make moves, bro. We're going to shape up the game. Now, look.
But now that you did that, I need you to double back and work with Uzi. First of all, Uzi going to need the help because the situation he's in, how he bought out, if I'm correct, he bought out of his old deal. So I think he's a free agent. Bro, lock in with Uzi because Uzi going to need that boost. And with the songs that he put out, like that one song he put out, I just need another Eternal Atake moment. I don't need Eternal Atake 3 because Eternal Atake 2 ruined it. It ruined the series. But I need an Eternal Atake moment. That's all I ask because that was OD for Uzi for sure.
Lil Uzi Vert, don't get it twisted. I'm pretty sure Lil Uzi Vert and Baby Keem can make a hit together without a doubt. Baby Keem is a really good collaborator. And if he was making beats for Uzi to jump on, I would like to know what that sounds like. Well, I don't know if they're going to do this in the near future. I don't know if he's going to feature him in the near future, but I can see that being a possibility. A Keem and Uzi collab, I can see that being possible. Hopefully Keem is in control of everything, though, to be honest with you. I think Baby Keem is going to have a successful tour, and it's good to hear from what he's saying in these interviews. Baby Keem is very consistent when it comes to doing things. The minute that he kicks off a tour, this New York Times interview releases. And this is the first time we hear him talk about Kendrick and the beef. And him saying that he's proud of Kendrick. I think we could all say that we're proud of Kendrick at that point. And I'm curious to know if Kendrick Lamar is going to be on tour. I'm wondering if he's going to pull up on Keem on one of these tour dates.
LA tour
He
date.
still has this song that he hasn't released yet that he had shared previously the day before. But I'm sure he's going to release that soon. And I'm sure he's going to have people join him in this tour. Will it be his cousin? Will it be Kendrick? Or somebody else? Y'all could tell me how you feel about this in the comments. Shout outs to y'all, man. Big shout outs to the people rocking with the channel, everybody that subscribed to the channel. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do so right now. I appreciate everybody that likes the video. Don't forget to hype the video and also tap into the Patreon as well as check out the shirts. Stop pushing propaganda, bro. Stop pushing propaganda. Really trying to get that out there for the people to understand. There's a lot of people trying to push a smear campaign. There's a lot of people trying to lie in the media, and it's not just in hip hop, it's in everything else that we follow, everything else that we see. And I'm hoping to lead this as a campaign to stop everybody that's pushing narratives, pushing bullshit on the public, on the masses, bro. But if you want to support the channel, go ahead and make sure that you cop a tea or subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everybody that's out there that's already caught one already. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody out here that has been with me in the early beginning. Everybody in here. Hope everybody has a great morning. Hope everybody has a good day. Y'all tell me how you feel about the story. Y'all tell me how you feel about this in the comments and get back to me, man. I'm telling you, Baby Keem is going to go crazy. And we're probably going to expect either new music from him and somebody to appear on this tour. I'm not surprised that Kendrick ends up being on this tour in the end. But y'all can tell me how you feel about this. You tell me if you're going to one of these concerts too. I appreciate everybody out here. Hope you have a good day. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.
Hey, man. W. Keem, bro. Watch the party die. Facts, bro. Oh, my goodness gracious, man. That one single Uzi put out, by the way, he's doing really good for himself with that one track. Just imagine an album executive produced by Keem. That would go dumb. That would go super dumb. Heck, having Keem feature Uzi on a track, I'm right there for it. Because one thing about Uzi on features, he never missed. Never. I remember he was on the track Blue Notes 2 with Meek Mill. His feature? Come on. Nah, and it was like his part was so short, but it added to the hype of the track. I'm like, yeah, that was perfect. That was perfect. So, like, I'm a Uzi fan. I'm a Uzi fan. Heavy. Like, the melodic-ish, I was right there for it, but when he started to rap, not saying like he's a lyricist, because I'm not claiming that. I rank my rappers into the different skill sets that they are in. That's it. What Uzi can do, it's not what like a Joey Badass or any of those kind of rappers can do. But at the same time, Uzi can't do what they can do. Uzi can't do what Kendrick can do. But Kendrick can't do what Uzi can do. So I'm putting Uzi in his own category over here with what he can do. And that's how I see him as. That's it. I like to rank them. I don't put rappers in the same category and then try to number them off. No. You stay where you are as who you are, and I'm going to put this person over here as who they are. That's how I do it. So when it comes to me liking rappers, the range is wide. The range is super wide because there's so much different kind of rap out there. So why would I want to put people together? That's foolish. You see what I'm saying? But either way, fire for sure. We got Jordan in the chat. What's good, Jordan? Kendrick can do any genre, not Uzi shit. I'm sorry. Kendrick can't do what Uzi can do. I'm just saying. We know what Lil Uzi can do. I ain't never seen Kendrick do that. Now, of course, Kendrick can prove me wrong. But why would he want to spend his time making music like that knowing that he can do this? You see what I'm saying? So, is what it is. This video was good. This was a good video. This is not necessarily an eye-opener, but it's just cool to hear from that experience. So, the experience that we learned from this video is definitely dope for sure. So, hey, shout out Vil. Of course, shout out Keem. Keep doing your thing on that concert run, bro. Sold out. So, do what you gotta do. You know? Is it.